Clope and Nidek Minster welcome you to this broadcast of girls high school varsity soccer. We are at the Sidney Sports Complex where the Piqua Indians take on the Sidney Yellow Jackets. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Crown Equipment Corporation, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Quality Meats, Sidney All-Glaze Audiology and Precision Strip, Wagner's IGA, Cargill, NKTelco, all bringing you tonight's game between Sidney and Piqua. I'm Dave Helmstetter, and alongside me, Jeff Henshin, to bring you the play-by-play of this Miami Valley League encounter between the Yellow Jackets and the Piqua Indians. First, let's take a look at the visiting Piqua Indians. A very young team. Coach Kelsey Smith building her program against in the first or second MVL contest here against Sidney, Jeff.
Yes, a rough start so far for Coach Kelsey Smith. Her team 0-3 on the season, 0-1 in the Miami Valley League. They represent the division, if you will, called Miami, where they're 0-1. They lost to Butler. They've yet to score a goal this year, so as many soccer matches go, you can't win unless you score. So they're going to try to dent the net, if you will, tonight. Some work to do for them, like you said, but trying to build a program and make it fun for the girls and be competitive right now for the Piqua Indians.
On the other hand, the Sidney Yellow Jackets, they've won their Valley Division twice the last 2 years. Started slow, coming on strong with a young squad coming off a 13-2-2 season a year ago.
Yeah, they definitely have some momentum under Coach Kevin Verneau, and he's been here, I think, 4 years, done a nice job. They've had some success. They lose some people to graduation last year. They have some experience back in certain positions, but they also play a lot of young players as well. So, but their team off to a decent start, 2-3 on the season, undefeated in the Miami Valley League at 1-0. They represent the Valley portion of that conference. So a crossover battle tonight between Piqua and Sidney. But the Yellow Jackets 1-0 in conference play. They defeated Fairborn 3-2. So they've been scoring the ball well, if you will, the last few games. They've except for the Dublin-Kaufman loss, they've been scoring at 3-4 goals in those wins, so they'll look to build upon that, get some consistency, and try to defeat their rivals, if you will, down there in Interstate 75.
The Sidney Yellow Jackets, they lost 8-0 to start the season to Springboro, and followed up with a 3-1 loss to Tecumseh. Then they came back with a win over Wayne, 4-1. Then the league win against Fairborn, a 3-2 victory, and then a loss to Dublin-Kaufman, 3-0 in their last start. Up next here on NKTelco Sports, we'll have the starting lineups tonight between the two teams, and nice evening for soccer here, Jeff, at a beautiful facility.
Oh, yeah, very much so, and the heat has died down some here, and it's a very comfortable evening. Perfect conditions, a beautiful facility, like you mentioned, in the soccer-only field. So, great night for soccer.
They're introducing the Piqua Indians roster and our starting lineups, and rosters all brought to you by Sidney All-Glaze Audiology. Glad to have you along here on NKTelco Sports as they introduce the Piqua Indians. The roster before they introduce the starting lineups, which will come here in just a moment.
Number 19, Audrey Beam.
Audrey Beam. And now our starting lineup for the Piqua Indians. As you can see it on the screen, Devia Cooper in goal. She's number 0. Audrey Evans, number 2. Number 3, a junior, Rachel Cavender. Number 5, Raylan Ward. Number 9, a senior, Desiree Warner. Number 10, Bree Coy. Number 12, another senior, Elise Cox. Number 13, a senior, Gabby Kinney.
A junior midfielder,
Number 22, Tori Foster. Number 23, a freshman, Camry Michaelajeski. And number 24, a sophomore, Emma Kidder. That's the starting lineup for the Piqua Indians here tonight. Now the introduction of the roster and then the starting lineups for the Sidney High School varsity soccer team under the tutelage of Kevin Verona. Kevin in his 4th season as the head coach for the Yellow Jackets. As in goal,
in the midfield, the senior, number 3,
Paige Frew, 5'5" midfielder, a senior.
In the midfield, the senior, number 8, Rania Gilliffson.
Rania Gilverson, number 8.
27, Olivia Bargy.
And number 27, Olivia Bargy.
And a senior midfielder, number 32.
And number 32, Brooke Folk, a midfielder and a senior. A couple minor changes to that starting lineup for the Sidney Yellow Jackets. In goal for the Yellow Jackets, Reagan Clark.
Sophomore,
number 1, Kylie Spade.
Sophomore defender, number
2, Kimora Johnson. She had 3 assists for 3 points on the season. Allie Blatter, number 4. And number 7, a freshman in the lineup for the Yellow Jackets, Larkin Vordermark.
A junior midfielder, number 9,
Jace Roach, 5'9" midfielder, a junior. Lexi Brewer, number 10. And number 11, a freshman, Kendall Dickman. And number 14, Jada McMillan, a senior midfielder and a co-captain. And number 22, Lainey Fair, also a co-captain for the Yellow Jackets. So that's the starters, all brought to you by Sidney All Glaze Audiology. We'll return with more action from the Sidney Sports Complex right after this.
Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Back here at the Sidney Sports Complex, Dave Helmstetter alongside me, Jeff Hench. Let's take a look at tonight's keys to the game, all brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. First for the visiting Piqua Indians.
Well, there are 3 keys the coach Smith would like to execute on is keep the ball on the ground. They want to make sure that that is a consistent part of their offense. They also want to play to the feet, again, working on consistency on offense, controlling the ball, the tempo, and communicate and move off the ball. So it's all about getting comfortable and make sure they're in the right spots so the ball can be moved efficiently. And then also defensively, you got to talk. The ball moves pretty quick. You have to know where you need help and look for that communication to help the Piqua Indians tonight as they look for their first win. And then for the Sidney Yellow Jackets, consistent play all over. They've been a little consistent, which is what Coach mentioned in our interview with him, our conversation. Wants to get that level play where they're all good on all aspects. And also have good passing and finishing. You know, it's a game of keep away, and you can't stand. You're too easy to guard. So he wants people in motion, find spots, deliver the ball, the pass, if you will, and then go down and put it in the net, finish the execution on offense.
So we're all set. Sidney and Piqua, rivalry contest. Tonight's Keys to the Game, as always, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Our officials for tonight's contest: Ed Shoemaker, who's at center circle, Seth Herkenstein, and Sarah Pierce. The officials for tonight's contest, as we're just about ready for the opening kickoff. Again, there's a breeze out of the north as the clock will count down.
Get the netting apparently fixed on the left goal as the official makes that happen. Now I think we'll be ready for action. Again, a beautiful evening here in Sidney. Much, how do we say, a very good playing conditions with the humidity basically gone, and should be good for the girls tonight on the pitch.
Boy, I tell you, it's been tough for a lot of sporting events with humidity high, temperature high. Piqua will start it off. They'll move it across midfield. Kenny with it. Gets it up to Evans. Evans will handle it back over to Kenny. Tries to move it inside. Taken away there by Bargy. Bargy will bring it upfield, but Michael Lejeski will have the steal, but Sidney will try and counter. Move it on the right side. It's going to go out of bounds, and the toss in coming up here for the Yellow Jackets as number 14, Jada McMillan, will toss it in as they try to move it upfield. Nice pass on the breakaway.
Out in space, let the offense work.
Bree Coyle will take it to the corner. Tries to move it inside, but he's stopped there by Kimara Johnson. The ball goes out of bounds and off of Johnson, so the toss in coming in.
Corner kick, Yellow Jackets.
So the Yellow Jackets will have the corner kick.
On the corner for the Jackets, number 2, Kimora Johnson.
Kimora Johnson will kick from the corner. And so an opportunity here for the Yellow Jackets in the opening minutes of play in front of the net.
That's
kicked
goal.
in by one of the Indians. And
number 12, I believe it was, trying to clear it, actually shanked it in. So we'll get an official scoring here, as that was I think they call that an own goal. So a break for the Yellow Jackets.
So Elise Cox, unfortunate there, kicks it in, and we'll come back out to the center kick with 38:26 to go here in the opening half of play. Piqua with it. They trail now on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard, 1-0. They ascended deep in their own territory, but Yellow Jackets will try and recover. Dickman will get it up front. Indians will take over as Evans will have it. Bargy battling one of the Piqua Indians. They'll set it back up to Coy over on the right side, but there's the steal and the handle of the ball. The lead pass to Bargy.
Right idea. Again, they don't clear it. The Indians, that could have given Sidney a nice kind of opening there at one-on-one versus the goal or the keeper, but the Indians able to clear it out momentarily.
Indians will try and maintain possession as Grania Gilverson for the Tribe, or for the Yellow Jackets. Toss in is going to come in from the Yellow Jackets. They move it down to the left side. It's going to go out of bounds, and Piqua, I believe, will get the toss in.
Well, a good start for the Yellow Jackets. I mentioned those corner kicks. We talked a little bit before the game, Dave. You know, sometimes that can create a lot of action on a set piece, and it wasn't quite how they designed it, but when you have those type of chances in front of your net, usually good things will happen. They got a break and took advantage of it.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. The corner kick by Johnson right in front of the net, and Piqua makes the miscue, and now they're down by one. Dickman will chase it down, and it's going to go out of bounds, and Piqua will inbound it. Toss in.
Time of possession wise, I know the game's early. We've played almost 4 minutes, but really Piqua seems like they've had control of the ball, especially on their side, or I should say Sidney's side of the pitch. Haven't been able to really get any action going, but for the most part it's been controlled on their side. Now Sidney, again, a bit of a break here and a chance to go to work offensively.
Lexi Brewer, she'll handle it. She's over on the left wing. Moves inside. There's the shot and a stop there by Davea Cooper.
I believe Vordemark had the shot on goal on the pass from Brewer, number 7, Larkin Vordemark. Her attempt was fielded by the keeper.
And so the kick will come away by Cooper. Header attempt. Sidney will maintain control. They'll send it deep into the corner, as Spade will chase it down, maintains control, tries to center it back in front of the net, but Piqua will stop that, and it will go out of bounds, but Sidney will have the toss in. Dickman, Kendall Dickman, 5'9" freshman, will toss it in and
be a goal kick. So that didn't quite work the way she wanted. Instead, it'll be a Piqua goal kick.
I think it was trying to get it to Spade in the corner, but it doesn't quite work, and Piqua will kick it away. Elise Cox with the kick. Handled there by Dickman. Inside, there's a header by Brewer. They try to center it back up. Brewer, and the Piqua player will battle for it. Brewer trying to win that battle against Michael Lejeski. As Vordemark will have it. Vordemark on the right side. There's the nice lead pass by Bargy, but Spade can't quite catch up with it. And Piqua will kick it away. Goal kick for number 12, Elise Cox, a senior. Sidney will keep it on the Indian side of the field as pass comes up to Kinney. She'll send it deep into Sidney territory. Fair will try and regroup on the defense for the Yellow Jackets. Gilderson at midfield, but Piqua will pick it up and try and set an offense up as Cox will take it. Kinney back over to Evans, and Piqua's going to be very, very patient with the ball as they look for the opening. At midfield, the battle goes on. Kidder with it for the Indians. She'll go to the right side looking for an opening. Tries to center it back over, but Sidney will collapse, and
there'll be a foul called against the Yellow Jackets, so Piqua will get the attempt here.
As number 23.
See the action down here again as the tackle made or the foul committed right here as she's after the kick, and that's the reason why they get the opportunity here.
And our replays tonight brought to you by Winners Quality Meats. Shot in front of the Sidney goal by Michael Lejeski. Piqua will send it into the corner, but the kick's going to go out of bounds. As Cox sent it deep. And Dickman will throw it in. Tries to get it up to Spade. Spade on the line, and Piqua will take it over. Cox with the throw in front of the Sidney goal. header there by Johnson, I believe. She'll try it again. Another header. And it's going to go out of bounds as well. So, toss in front of the net. Sidney's Bargy will handle it. Trying to move it upfield. Piqua defense collapses on her. She handles the ball. Gets it over to her teammate Lainey Fair. Fair will bring it across midfield. Sidney on the attack. There's the lead pass.
Opportunity if she can just a bit out of her reach. Again, you force the keeper to come up out of the net. And if your striker or your forward can hustle down there in time, it's a golden opportunity to pass just a little too much. And that's why if you can get assist in soccer, it's a pretty good feat, because you've got to have some touch, some good decision making on where to put the ball and allowing your teammate to get it and not let obviously the opposition get it. In that case, just a bit too much on it. So that's why it's an important stats are assists. It shows the quality of player you are if you have those on your resume.
Kenny with the kick. It's picked up there by Fair. Fair tries to move it deeper into Sidney territory, but the Piqua defense will counter.
Nice move there. A little give and go action is what it will take as
I think that's Vordermark, right? Vordermark with a shot. Nice stop as Davia Cooper.
Yeah, her second shot on goal, and a nice play there by the keeper. I take another look at it here, all down the left side. Had the angle and
pretty good shot. Nice save by Cooper.
Yeah, Cooper did a nice job in cutting down the angles, and when they get that close, it's the opening to the goal gets smaller as you can force them to get closer to the end line. And Cooper did a nice job making sure the opening was secured and able to clear it temporarily now for the Indians and prevent the game's second goal. The first one was scored back at the 38-minute, 26-second mark in that first opportunity. The corner kick resulted in an on our own goal committed by the Indians, gave Sidney the 1-0 lead.
Piqua will toss it in, 1-0. As Jeff said, Sidney with the lead on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard.
Basically 1/4 of the first half through, Dave, as we go just under the 30-minute mark. They played two 40-minute halves, and we've played the first 10, so the first quarter, if you will, of the first half is in the books.
Vordermark with it in the corner, tries to make a move inside, does so.
Another
Still
nice
handling.
move.
Nice move. Here's the shot on goal. Cooper bats it away and quickly grabs it. Boy, I thought Vordermark had a shot at that one. Nice handling there by Vordermark, but a great stop by Cooper.
Yeah, well said. It was an excellent move by Vordermark, and give Cooper, the freshman keeper, last time she was down on the ground securing it. This time extended, deflected, and also secured. So a lot of action going on in front of her net. She kept the net clean this attempt by Vordermark, her third shot on goal.
Dickman with it, keeps it in bounds, tries to get it to the corner. Picked up there by Elise Cox. Battle for the ball. Dickman will come up with it. Dickman tries to work it inside and will go out of bounds.
Off of Dickman up, yes. So
Yes,
it'll be a goal kick.
So Piqua should have the goal kick.
In for the Yellow Jackets, number 3, Paige Fruit, number 32, Brooke Vogt, and number...
Substitutes coming in for the Sidney Yellow Jackets. That's one thing the Yellow Jackets do have a little bit of an advantage, a little bit more depth with 3 subs compared to, I think, just a single sub, Jeff?
I believe so, for
maybe 2 subs
Piqua.
For Piqua. There's the header by Foster over to her teammate Ward as the Indians try and advance it upfield. Try to be patient with it. But good defensive play as the Yellow Jackets will pick it up. Now they go in the offensive, and
there's a
could
foul.
be a trip there as Vordermark, number 7, had it for the Yellow Jackets. So Sidney will get the free kick.
And this is a makeable range, if you will, so
Johnson, she'll fire it off to the left side as Kamora Johnson shot just off target. And Cooper will track it down for Piqua and kick it away.
4 shots on goal so far for the Yellow Jackets here in this first half. None for Piqua.
Most of the game has been played.
Well, on that side of the field, but the action, the time of possession, I think
Time of possession is still
Piqua's
good.
handled it, but boy, when Sidney's got it, they've moved fast and they get at it quick, and they've created some opportunities.
Cox will kick it away. Nice kick, but fielded by the Yellow Jackets. They'll try and make that advance inside as Brewer will have it back over to Vordermark. Vordermark trying to make that move down the middle in front of the net.
Nice.
Tries to lead past to Dickman. Back to Vordermark. Kick on goal is going to go high and out of bounds. The 26-10 mark.
Again, good ball handling by Larkin. Vordermark, 5'6" freshman. She's been able to wiggle around and weave through the defense and attempted a pass, got deflected, came right back to her, took a shot a little high on her attempt, but pretty active so far for Vordermark here early in this match.
The freshman Larkin Vordermark, very impressive, Jeff, and 5'6" forward for the Yellow Jackets as Piqua will handle it. Evans, and she'll step out, or the ball will be out of bounds, and the throw in will come to Kylie Spade, or let's make that number 11. That'll be Kendall Dickman will throw it in. See if the Yellow Jackets with 25-22 to go as Vordermark will catch a breather as Olivia Bargy will come back in for Sidney. With it is Spade. Tries to shoot it back over to McMillan. Fires it forward to Brewer in front of the net. Again, Cooper. Here comes the rebound. Defender for Piqua and just kicked away there by number 10, Lexi Brewer.
Yeah, Bargy, 27, had the first attempt. It was a well-struck ball, and fortunate for Piqua, the next kind of attempt, I didn't know who struck it the second time, was knocked out, and that again gives them a break in the action right in front of their own net.
Sidney with the toss in, trying to keep the pressure. That's going to go out of bounds. And last kick by Elise Cox.
Here's the action again. I believe it was Bargy, 27, with the first strike right there, and then
trying to get
who she got. Oh, it was maybe it was number 10. It was Brewer with the second attempt. It deflected out. So a couple shots on goal there by the Yellow Jackets, come up empty.
In front of the net. That's Roach, I believe, number 9. As Olsen will come up with it, or Piqua trying to clear it. He'll keep it in bounds as Evans does. Dickman will quickly go after it. Evans will have it for Piqua. Indians, they're just going to lead it up across midfield, and it's going to go upfield, and Sidney will throw it in as number 11, Kendall Dickman, will do that in front or near the Sidney bench. Here comes the toss in up to teammate Spade. It's going to go out of bounds, and the Indians will toss it back in. They'll get it downfield, and that one never made it on the field, Jeff.
Yeah, it was the pass or the throw in from the touchline never got in bounds, so it'll be Yellow Jacket opportunity from where it went out. Another break here to stay with Sidney, and they'll try to get on offense and go quickly here and catch him in transition. Nice
Brewer.
Lead pass.
There's the toss.
Again, get it out into space. Let your forwards and strikers use their speed to get down the field and try to catch up with it. You got to stay on sides, if you will, and you got to be behind the defender when the ball is last touched or thrown before you can break that line.
Evans shoots it upfield as Blatter will track it down, and Piqua perhaps with one of their few opportunities here with 22-25 to go here on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard, as you see the clock count down in a 1-0 contest. Sidney and Piqua doing battle in Miami Valley League play. Toss goes in to Elise Cox, and with it is Tori Foster in the corner, but it's going to go out of bounds. And
Goal kick Jenkins.
That'll be a kick for the Sidney Yellow Jackets as substitutes coming in for the Yellow Jackets. That includes Kimora Johnson and number 8, Yanya Gilverson.
And I think also sneaking in was number 7, Vordemark's back in the game. Yeah, she's at the midfield stripe now. Vordemark came in as well. She's out of active first half.
So Johnson will kick it away. Good strong kick. Olsen. There it goes to midfield. Vordemark trying to shoot it down the field further. Piqua will stop that. Evans will set it up in midfield. She'll try to work towards the middle of the field. On her is Gilverson, and her pass will go to the far right flap. With it is Kidder. Kidder trying to do something against, I think that's Vordemark. Vordemark will take it away and send the pass up near midfield. Here we go.
This will be Vordemark here, 7 with Lexi Brewer, 10.
Vordemark with the lead pass. And here comes Vordemark. And Cooper wisely comes up and covers that one up.
Last touch, just a bit too much. Good job by Cooper.
I think I was Laney Fair, not Vordemark.
Right.
On that
Vordemark
original
was
pass. My mistake.
So Vordemark, is that considered a shot on goal then, Dave? Here's a replay of it. You'll see the last touch. I'll call it, from what I know, a shot on goal. I mean, obviously she was going at it. That's her 5th attempt. That last touch, though, just too much. It gave Cooper a chance to come up, and boy, Cooper's really pitched a shutout. I mean, the only goal that she has given up came on a miscue by her own teammate. So she's had a kind of an active first half and made some nice plays. They haven't all been super easy shots. She's had to extend and contain and deflect a couple times already here against the Yellow Jackets attack.
Very instrumental in keeping Piqua
in the ball game,
and keeping a tight contest here.
They don't score a lot, so they can't afford to get down too much. They've yet to score a goal this year, and obviously that can change in a heartbeat, but so far they haven't been able to produce a goal, so they don't want to get a deficit too much to force them to have to get creative offensively.
Remember, Kidder for the Indians kicks it out of bounds, and Johnson will have the kick for the Yellow Jackets. Nice boot up near midfield. Piqua will get it, loose ball, and Evans will try and control it. She'll handle it. She'll go to the left side, tries to lead her teammate Kenny, but it can't get there in time and out of bounds, and it's going to go to Sidney, and they'll toss it in, and that'll be Kendall Dickman. Yet another freshman for the Yellow Jackets. Kenny will kick it to the middle, but Sidney comes up with it. Piqua defense trying to stop Sidney's momentum.
Vordemark's going to have a chance here if she can stay on her feet.
Vordemark going inside the attack area. Going to have to cut it close. Tries to get it back over towards the middle. It's going to go out of bounds.
Tried to find Lexi Brewer, number 10. Good job by the Indians, but it'll be the second or third. I think it's her third corner kick. Yeah, they've had one in each corner. Now this will be the second one, and this is where they scored their first goal. It wasn't really anything they did. It was just a wall-struck ball by, I think it was the same person that kicked it. Was it Johnson?
Yeah, Kimora Johnson is going to try it.
She put it in front of the net, and when Piqua tried to clear it, it was shanked off of a defender's leg and into the net for Sidney's first and only goal.
Johnson
nice
with the corner kick.
A little strong, but boys and balls where you hit up there, they can go up and use their head and deflect it in. So a missed chance there. So the Indians a goal kick now for themselves as we've gone over the halfway point, Dave, of the first half.
17:50 to go here in the opening half of play. 1-0, Sidney with the lead over Piqua. Girls soccer action, Miami Valley League.
Piqua representing the Miami portion and Sidney representing the Valley portion of those two split divisions in the MVL.
Johnson and Ward go after it. Johnson wins that battle for the Yellow Jackets, shoots it down the field. Warner will lose it. Well, now she has it, tries to get it up. Bargy will come through with a header for Sidney. Return header there by Piqua as they try and move it, advance the ball up across midfield. Ward will try and chase it down. Johnson has it for Sidney. Johnson still under control near midfield. She'll advance it to Vordermark. Vordermark tries to make a move inside up against Elise Cox. And there's a whistle, and
maybe too much contact on Vordermark, maybe. So
Piqua gets the free kick, so the penalty goes against the Yellow Jackets, as Cox will kick it along, but also out of bounds, and that means Sidney will get a good spot here. Kendall Dickman will throw it in. Lexi Brewer, number 10, and Bargy, Olivia Bargy. But Piqua will try to handle it as they get it to the right side across midfield. Indians trying to make a move. Back on defense is McMillan. Kidder with it, and Sidney's defensive play comes up strong as they'll try to push it back up to midfield, but it's taken away there by the Indians as they try desperately to get in front of that goal. Just hasn't happened much. This Kimora Johnson will send it across the midfield, go out of bounds, and Piqua will get the throw in.
Sidney's done a nice job. It seems like they've always got numbers on the defensive side that they've gotten back and really made it difficult for Piqua once they get kind of inside the red zone or the 18-yard mark, that really it's congested and they've not been able to get anything with any real threat of a shot on goal even to trigger. So it's been a good job defensively by the Yellow Jackets, and then they get down the field pretty quick. They've had some opportunities in transition, haven't converted on any of them, but they have been kind of aggressive, if you will, getting some breaks like this one coming up here. It's a 2-on-1 for Sidney.
Vordermark is in the lead as they handle the ball. Vordermark's going to have a shot on goal. Got it.
And the assist, I think, came from...
Was that Lexi Brewer?
No. There was 10.
Jacket shot
Oh, hang on.
off the feed.
That was 10.
Number 7, Larkin Vordermark.
Larkin Vordermark. Lexi Brewer with the assist. There's the score. Boy, Vordermark, nice shot.
This goes to number 10, Lexi Brewer.
So Vordermark with the score, and that puts the Yellow Jackets up 2-0 as Cooper's streak is ended, and the Yellow Jackets have a 2-0 lead.
Well, Brewer gets her 5th assist of the season. That now gives her 11 points. That's near the top of the MVL, but again, her 5th assist. So again, good decision for Brewer with a nice pass. Vordermark scores the goal, and for Vordermark, I'll have to check here.
That might be. Is that
her first goal? It's hard to believe. She's been so active tonight. I would have thought she would have had more. We'll check my stats here, and I believe that is her first goal. So
that's a career milestone for Larkin Vordermark. I don't think that's going to be the last either.
No, I'm surprised it's the first. Again, she's been very creative with the ball and be able to control it and make some things happen. But that time finished it on the good pass from Vordermark. And again, the numbers, when Sidney came down the pitch, it was like just the one defender and a goalkeeper. And when Piqua was always attacking, it's like there's a lot more black shirts down the field. So Sidney's able to flip the field pretty quick and take advantage of it and get some quality shots.
So Piqua will have the throw in as Elise Cox will toss it in. Kimora Johnson with a header.
I thought Johnson and also Ward both kind of went at it. I thought there was going to be a head-on collision, and fortunately they did not connect. It looked like both of them.
That's for sure.
Yeah, it's a dangerous. Both players going at it, trying to hit it.
Sidney defense drops back as Elise Cox will toss it in. Yellow Jackets trying to get it away from the net. They move it upfield. Vordermark will have it. She'll handle it. Looking upfield. It's got Lexi Brewer upfield, but good defense that time by Rachel Cavender, and it'll go out of bounds, and Dickman will toss it in as Vordermark. And Brewer will go downfield. Dickman with a toss in to Brewer. Brewer trying to go inside. Bordemark now has it, goes to the corner, tries to bring the ball back in, tries to work the sideline. Front of the net. Header.
That was the right idea. Cooper came out, and I thought the net was open. Yellow Jackets couldn't get a good foot on it, so it doesn't score, but that pass to the middle brought the keeper up. Take another look at here.
I think that's McMillan with the header, as you can see.
Bordemark got it down, and then a nice pass to the center, and really just no one from Sidney got a foot on it.
Header attempt by McMillan, and it just goes wide. So 11:53 to go. It remains 2-0 Sidney over Piqua. Upfield it comes. Raylan Ward for the Indians takes it across midfield. Kimora Johnson dogs her, but she drops back on defense. Ward will try to go to the right side, as number 14, Jada McMillan.
Free kick, Piqua.
And a penalty goes against Sidney, so it'll be a free kick for Piqua. Two teams, the Sidney Yellow Jackets stand 2-3 overall. Piqua 0-3. Yellow Jackets 1-0 in MVL play, a 3-2 win over Fairborn. And the Indians a 5-0 loss to Butler. Piqua still looking for that elusive first goal of the season. Here comes Fair. Laney takes it across midfield, tries to lead her teammate. It's going to go out of bounds, and Piqua will have the throw in.
Sidney's done a nice job defensively, as I mentioned earlier, really not letting Piqua get any runs or any type of momentum offensively. Everything's been controlled, even though Piqua's maybe handled the ball. Sidney's always been in the passing lanes and kind of let them play around with it, if will, a little bit around the perimeter. But whenever they started to attack, Sidney's always been in the spot to deflect it and stop the momentum, and has done a nice job, like I said, flipping the field and just getting down with foot speed and getting some, let's say, fast break opportunities with the ball.
McMillan tries to work it downfield for Sidney, but Piqua's defense will stop her, but it's in the corner. Yellow Jackets try and regroup, go off of Piqua, so that means the throw-in comes to the Yellow Jackets.
Starting the fourth quarter now, Dave, of the first half, under 10 minutes to go until halftime, and a big, kind of a quote, a big lead for Sidney with that 2-goal advantage, as Piqua struggled to score this season, haven't really dented or threatened any type of activity tonight in that column either. So Sidney would like to probably get another one before half, but they've been the aggressors here by far on the offensive end.
And the toss in will go to the goalie Cooper, and Indians will have the kick, and Cooper in the orange fluorescent uniform will kick it away. Comes out to Raylan Ward, her teammate, and it's going to go out of bounds, and Sidney's going to get it back, and we're at the 9-minute mark.
It'll stay with Piqua.
Oh, it stays with Piqua. Here comes the toss in up near midfield. McMillan will kick it away, makes contact. The ball will roll back. Indians trying to control it. Sidney really trying to put the pressure on here. They've got an advantage right here.
They got it right now.
You can see it develop. Here comes the breakaway. There's
Brewer.
The shot and the score.
Lexi
Brewer with 8:39 to go here in the first half. Boy, nice. You can almost feel that one coming, Jeff.
Take another look at here. They've been aggressors, and they just get it, and they break through the line, and there's like no one in front except one defender, and Brewer did a nice job. She now scores her 4th goal this season to go along with her 5th assist, so she now 13 points. Yeah, well-deserved break. She now has 13 points on the year with a goal and an assist tonight. That's 3 points already this evening. Gets a break here, the final 8:34 of the first half.
Piqua trying to regroup. 8.5 minutes to go. First National Bank Think First scoreboard, 3-0 Sidney. Piqua will send it down deep in the attack zone as Kimora Johnson will kick it out of bounds, and the Indians will toss it in. This might be one of the better opportunities here for Piqua.
Well, they need to get something where they can at least get the correct spacing and try to get an attack. And this one will be, again, kind of just taken away by the Yellow Jackets, and will stay with Sidney. So quickly the ball moves it from down near the net zone, if you will, out to midfield. Now the Yellow Jackets are going to attack with Vodemark.
Toss in from Spade. Vodemark will come back up with it. She'll make a move down the center of the field. Off to the left goes Roach for Sidney as they move it inside, kicked away, and the toss in will
be a corner kick. Should be a corner kick.
That'll be a corner kick.
Their fourth of the first half. Went out on the side, so it will be a throw in then. My fault.
They'll toss it in.
Yeah.
Piqua with the toss. 7 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Opening half. Sidney with that 3-0 lead. Cooper will scoop it up and get the kick.
Again, she's had a nice game, Cooper. I mean, the couple of goals that Sidney has scored have been fast breaks where she's had no help per se. And you're going to lose those battles where it's basically one-on-one. Most girls, especially with some athletic ability that Sidney has, can win those battles. When you draw the keeper out, you can get around her and score. So for the most part, the freshman Cooper has done a nice job for Piqua.
Yeah, they had 2 nice breakaways that a couple of good soccer players for Sidney put it in.
Took advantage of the you give players that can handle the ball and dribble it and score. It's a little bit easier.
Laney Fair is going to lose it to Ward. Ward will get it back over to her Piqua teammate as they send it down low, and out of the net comes Clark.
A little bit of a dangerous play as Clark was running out of real estate where she can go out as a keeper and pick it up, and Ward was there. So, if it goes the other way, Ward possibly can scoot by and has an open net, but good job by Clark to hustle out there, the 6-foot junior. That's a nice size keeper. Good size in the net, and if you have some mobility with that laterally too, that makes it for a good defensive stopper there to protect the house.
Yeah, talking to Kelsey Smith, the Piqua coach, in all she lost 15 players from last year's team, 13 seniors and 2 that were ineligible. So this year's, but she feels her program's building, numbers are up. They're expecting more from her players, so she's very optimistic about the Piqua squad. Kick
Another kind of a dangerous play there is for Piqua, number 2, Audrey Evans had a chance there at that ball near the net. Clark came out to get it, and I think it was actually Kimura Johnson that kind of blocked the other number 2 for Piqua, Evans, giving her kind of a straight line and gave Clark time to clear the ball.
Cavender will send it up towards Ward, but Yellow Jackets will have it. McMillan. But ball will go long, and there's a whistle and a stop and play. And
I'm not for sure if there was a foul. Must have been. Clock runs at 4:40 left to go in the first half.
Lexi Brewer will come back into the lineup here in just a moment for Sidney as Trojans send it deep, and Clark will come up and field it. She'll kick it away up near midfield. Vodemark trying to get it.
Yeah, well, she got it by accident.
There's the lead.
Right idea, just again a bit too much, but you got to get out there and give your forwards and strikers a chance. And it was the deflection of all things right at midfield that gave Vodemark the chance. And you want to be careful you don't give her too many opportunities like that. She can create damage with it for her team.
Johnson gets the pass over the middle near midfield. Yellow Jackets now Piqua trying to move it across that midfield and make an offensive run, but the Sidney defense collapses back on that as McMillan will pick it up. Ward will get it away for the Indians as they try to get that shot on goal, but Reagan Clark will come up and scoop it up for the Yellow Jackets to get the kick. Piqua just needs that one more pass.
Yeah, it's like the 12th player on the field, if you will. It's just Sidney's just done a nice job knocking down all the avenues, all the angles. It just has not been easy to work the ball to a good spot, to get a good quality attempt or a shot off.
Evans tries to get it deep for Piqua. Hayworth is going to have it. She's trying to handle it. Back over to Evans. She'll try to take it over to the other side, but Sidney's defense will come up with it. Taken away that time by Michael Lejeski. Michael Lejeski shoots it towards the goal, but Clark will come in and cover it up. Not so sure if that was a real serious shot.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a shot on goal or a save. No, we'll give it a shot on goal and a save for Clark. You know, think about it. If she doesn't field it or falls down, it's going to roll into the net.
That's
so
true. Yeah.
I'll look at it that way and apologize if that decision is wrong, but that's how we saw it. And
Cox will send it up to Hayworth, but it's going to be out of bounds. Dickman's going to toss it in.
So basically, I think the first shot on goal there from Cameron Michael Jowski, and then the first save for Reagan Clark.
Kendall Dickman, some substitutes taking place, and Dickman will throw it in. Nice header there by Brewer, but Piqua will get the ball and try to send it deep into the territory, but there's a whistle and stop in play.
Under 2 minutes.
2 minutes as we go at 1:47 as official Ed Shoemaker gives the free kick to Piqua. Down the left side we go to Cox. Cox trying to make a move inside. Hayworth. Johnson will kick it away, and Blatter will have it for Sidney. Upfield. I believe that's Gilverson trying to work the far sideline in front of the Piqua bench. It's going to go out of bounds. Piqua will throw it in. McMillan will kick it up, but Piqua will return the favor as Yellow Jackets just setting it up, and here comes the advantage here for the Yellow Jackets if they get it downfield. Good defense there by Cavender. She stops what could have been an opening for the Yellow Jackets. Out of midfield.
Picked up there by Blatter. Oh, it got away. Yeah, I thought maybe Blatter, if she could have controlled it, maybe had the opportunity and some numbers. Final 40 seconds.
First half nearing an end as the Yellow Jackets have a 3-0 lead. As Cox will chase it down. Clock at 25 seconds, as you see on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. 3-0 our score. Yellow Jackets. Rania Gilverson with it. She'll feed her teammate Kylie Spade. Spade will work the line. Gets it over to Brewer. Brewer trying to make a move inside. She'll center it. Gonna have a shot by Bargy. Nice save by Cooper as Bargy put it high and hard. And we end the first half on a good save by Cooper and a great try by Bargy. Our first half score, the Sidney Yellow Jackets 3 and the Piqua Indians nothing. We'll be back right after this.
Allglaze and Sidney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers.
The Hometown Opportunity Platform is exceptional.
It is focused, laser focused on the careers in our 4-county region.
100% of the time we go to Hometown Opportunity. We've had great success from a handful of applications when we need them, as well as a recent one where we had 67 applicants.
Honestly, it's a competitive advantage.
The Hometown experience has been everything I could have dreamed of and more.
Back here at the Sidney Sports Complex, the Sidney Yellow Jackets enjoying a 3-0 lead, Jeff. Good first half for the Yellow Jackets. An own goal got them going, but had a couple nice breakaways in the end. And despite some decent play by Piqua in goal, Yellow Jackets are up 3-0.
Well, they're doing it with volume. They got a break to start the game, which for Sidney turned out to be a gift at the 38-26 mark, just a minute and a half into the contest. A corner kick was deflected. It wasn't really going towards the net, and they tried to clear it, and it actually went in the Piqua net for the game's first score. And then at the 15:01 mark, Larkin for the Yellow Jackets, Larkin Vordemark scored her first goal of the season with the assist coming from Lexi Brewer, her 5th of the year, for a 2-0 lead. And at the 8:39 mark of the first half, Lexi Brewer scores her 4th goal of the season to put the Yellow Jackets up 3-0. And most of the action controlled by the Yellow Jackets. As I'm sorry I missed our stats. I didn't realize I had them up there, but the shots on goal for Sidney, 9. There we go. Sorry, I misread that. Yeah, there you see them. So the shots on goal and the corners. Sidney's had 3. The one resulted in that goal, and then the lone save by keeper Reagan Clark came late in the first half, where Piqua was able to get an attempt off. I wouldn't call it a high quality, but it was directed at the net. That's one of the few chances Piqua really got at all in the first 40 minutes. So good job defensively by the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, and Piqua, a young team, obviously looking to score their first goal, trying to keep the game close, as keeping the ball towards the center of the field and slowing it down a little bit. But they did have probably the only opportunity was that one there. I'd like to remind you that our stats are brought to you by Wagner's IGA here at halftime as the second half is about to begin. We also want to remind you that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school volleyball on NKTelco Channel 3, high school soccer on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503, Monday, September the 6th at noon, and Monday, September the 6th, also at 4 p.m. And we're just about set to begin, and we're underway. Second half of play. And this time the Piqua Indians will have it first. And they'll send it down towards Clark in goal, and she'll pick it up. And she'll kick it away. Upfield it goes, Vordermark. Piqua will try and move it inside. It's going to go out of bounds, and the Yellow Jackets will toss it in. I think also one of the depth and conditioning right now in the second half of these games usually plays a big factor, Jeff.
I believe that, especially with the heat we had last week and such. Probably a big difference is the Yellow Jackets attack now, but Sidney has been able to rotate players. Vordemark and Brewer have both been on the bench a little bit, and they're the ones who have been up and down the pitch all night, so they've basically been able to play with fresh legs. And I think sometimes it pays off because you just seen the Yellow Jackets have taken advantage and broken through the Piqua defense and have beaten the defenders down the field. And that makes it a little bit easier when you have good ball handlers, if you will, to get good shots off. And they did take advantage of those opportunities in the first half, late in the first half.
Piqua with the throw in. It'll come up near midfield, but Kamora Johnson will hit it out of bounds. And
they mentioned that,
sit it out.
That conditioning, though, like tonight's a night where I think the players will love to play every game, and it's perfect. It's
far from what we've had.
Yeah, there's little to no wind per se, and it's just comfortable, and you're not sweating doing nothing. So in their case, they're doing a lot, so they're not overheating or being exhausted too much from the heat aspect. So again, a beautiful night to play soccer, or really any sport. It's be interesting to see like this weekend with football as well, to get some temperatures where it feels more like football and not swimming pool material.
Yeah, almost dangerous. Well, it actually is dangerous conditions with the humidity as high as it's been.
Yeah, these headphones get hot on our head, and who knows what could happen.
Yeah,
if too
our
much
heads
heat.
might
Oh, you're talking
explode.
about us or the football players?
Football players.
Oh, well, yeah, them too, I guess.
Yeah.
So it'll be nice to cool down a bit.
Piqua will have the chance. They
have to chase down
the ball down.
Yeah. Evidently the ball. Usually they have ball retrievers all over, and this time it was hit where nobody was at, so a lot of time running off as they retrieved the ball to put it back into play. It's kind of a thankless job. Who wants to, you have to find some little kid probably that wants to do that and get him some candy or something, but for the most part it's been pretty fluid game on the balls that go past the touch line, that they've been able to get it back into play pretty quick.
Piqua with the ball, but the Yellow Jackets will take it away as Micah Jeske had it. Now to come back out. Yellow kind of going out. Two teams just kind of struggling here to get a grip on things here as we start the second half of play. 36:40 to go in the contest. Yellow Jackets with a 3-0 lead.
Yellow Jackets again come in with a 2-3 record on the season, Dave, and 1-0 in the Miami Valley League, so they'll win tonight. Will keep them undefeated in league action. Had a tough game against Dublin Kaufman. Their last match they lost 3-0, but Dublin Kaufman's a big school and a very quality program.
And Cooper will come up and make the save as the Yellow Jackets had it right in front of the net.
Yeah, not for sure. Maybe we'll get a look at that. If it was, I know it was passed into the middle. We'll find out who maybe got the shot, but a good play defensively by Cooper again.
Fair with the header. It's going to go out of bounds. Clock counting down at 35:48 on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Bree Coy will chase it down for the Indians. Coy will stand in her own territory as they'll toss it in. Piqua trying to mount some kind of an attack. Foster with it. It's going to go out of bounds, and now the Yellow Jackets will throw it in. Brewer, it's going to go out of bounds. Yellow Jackets trying to keep it in bounds, but it's going to go out. McMillan will toss it in. Upfield it goes. Brewer has it. Her header will go out of bounds. A little frustrated by Lexi Brewer.
Same thing. I thought that she looked like she was timing it right and knew right away that pass it actually out of bounds over her coach's head, and a little embarrassed there that she didn't do a better job of kind of shuffling the throw in down the pitch instead of out of bounds.
Piqua trying to get it inside.
There's a nice through ball if they can run it down, but a good foot speed though by
Fair.
Yes, kind of preventing that opportunity.
Good hustle by Fair. Gets it back up field, and here come the Yellow Jackets as Blatter will handle it. It's going to go out of bounds, and should be Sidney's toss in as they chase the ball down one more time. Yellow Jackets trying to put the pressure on the Indians.
That last time Sidney did put some pressure on the Indians. Shot on goal was by Olivia Bargy, number 27, her third attempt of the game, and another good play there by Cooper to prevent that a couple possessions ago.
Bordermark, she'll handle it. Trying to make a move inside. Piqua clear it away, and they're trying to chase it down as they'll keep it in bounds.
Nice job, but again, hustle. Yeah, great hustle to kind of keep it, but again, saving it. Fair was able to stop the momentum and prevent any Piqua attack. They had a little bit of, trying to flip the field, but couldn't take advantage of it, couldn't control the ball is probably the best way to say it. And
give Sidney it over front to Ward, but
gave Sidney a chance to get back on defense.
Johnson is going to take away any kind of threat there from Piqua, and Kimura will send it out of play. And Piqua will toss it in. in front of their own bench or near their own bench. Here comes the throw in. Goes upfield. But quickly, Sidney will recover. Fair with it. Here comes the Indians, but once again, McMillan will stop that attack. She's going to try and pick it up, but Indians forging forward. With it, Evans, but Fair will pick it up. Fair trying to handle the ball. Tries to make her move, still in control. Nice little feed to Vordermark.
Wow, nice.
Nice move. She'll bring it into midfield. Vordermark. Downfield it goes, and Ward's just going to try and clear it. Nobody. I think that was Rania Gilverson was trying to do a header there, but it goes a little bit too hard. Gilverson will have it. Gets it back over to the right side. Yellow Jackets on the right side as they try to fill the flanks in. And it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be
take a look at it here again. You see that good action there by Larkin Vodemark. Little, excellent job ball handling and getting space, and the speed didn't result in an action at the other end, but boy, you see the potential she has as a freshman.
Replays brought to you tonight by Winners Quality Meats. Back in the action, 3-0 Sidney on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard as Piqua trying to chase it down. Ward is going to have it in the corner.
Just ran out of room. Again, that's a open space, and you let Ward with some speed get after it, and just could not get it in time, and unable to get a quality effort off or a quality shot.
Kamora Johnson will kick it away for the Yellow Jackets. Upfield, Piqua is going to pick it up, try and put some attack there, but Sidney's defense falls back in line, and they'll get it away.
I think Kamora Johnson in the way of that attempt from Ward.
Shot in goal, and Clark will pick it up. He'll kick it away, and now Vordermark has it. Vordermark tries to take it across midfield. Being hounded there. Long pass going for the corner. Let's see what happens here. As good defense by Ward. She gets back in time, takes it away. Now Piqua brings it back the other way as Cooper had to come way out of goal on that one. But Piqua on the attack, trying to get it near midfield.
I think it was actually Warner, Desiree Warner, not Ward, that made that nice play for Piqua.
And it's going to go out. And the toss in will be for Piqua.
30-minute mark now, Dave, as they've played the first quarter of the second half, and
moving right along, aren't we? Evans tries to lead her teammate, and it's going to go out of bounds, and that's going to mean the Kendall Dickman will toss it back in as substitutes come in the game for Sidney. Number 3, Paige Frew, and number 9, J.C. Roach will come in for the Yellow Jackets.
Number 3, Paige Frew. Number 9, J.C. Roach.
So here's the toss in. Yellow Jackets with it. They'll move it across the midfield line.
Warner there had that defensive play the last time, number 9 for Piqua, stopped a Sidney attack, had her foot on the action that time as well, and we'll chase it down here again for the Indians.
And it's going to be out of bounds, and Yellow Jackets will get the toss in, I believe.
They should. Haven't had a whole lot of action the first 10 minutes of offense for the Yellow Jackets. Piqua's done that good job keeping those attempts at bay, and a throw in here by, it looks like it'll be Lexi Brewer, number 10.
There's going to be some pressure this time on Piqua and their goaltender, Delia Cooper. There's the toss inside, a header missed, and by Vordermark tried to header. It'll go to the corner. Piqua trying to get some space, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Sidney. So Piqua with the kick, and they avert a possible scoring opportunity there by Sidney.
Piqua needs a break, something, a through ball, something that they can get to work on offense without a handful of defenders in the black jerseys, and that's what they've been facing most of the night. Sidney, the Yellow Jackets, I think, have done a nice job getting back, following the flow of the ball, keeping it in front of them, not letting it get through.
Vordermark out front. McMillan.
Swing and a miss by Vordermark, it looked like.
It's going to come back out front. McMillan, number 14 for the Yellow Jackets, trying to move the ball forward. Short pass is going to be picked up by the Indians as Paige Frew gets back on defense for the Yellow Jackets, and the ball's going to go off of her, so Piqua will have the toss in.
Piqua in the season 0-3, as we mentioned, Dave, earlier, and they lost their first league battle to Butler. So they're looking for a win, as Coach, you mentioned earlier, Coach Kelsey Smith.
Here comes Vordermark's going to have a good look at it. There's the goal. 26:51 to go, and Larkin Vordermark with yet another goal, Jeff.
Well, like I said, she was goalless on the season. She's had 2 of them tonight, and taking a look at it here again, just a good ball handling and found an opening, able to take care of business. Got a good angle, shot it past a very good keeper in Cooper, and Vordermark scores her second of the season. I've been very surprised that she doesn't have more, but just a freshman, so I think she's beginning to feel her way through and beginning to maybe have confidence in what her potential is and what she can do. She's done a nice job tonight, and her reward has been 2 goals, her first 2 of the season.
Big night for the freshman as Sidney now leads 4-0. Laney Fair trying to handle it in midfield for the Yellow Jackets across the midfield line. Sidney will drop back and try and play some defense, but
here's an opportunity. It's Vordermark again.
Putting the pressure on. That's Vordermark again. This time it's going to go out of bounds. And
another through ball got through, and the momentum, the water runs downhill, and they had a stream flowing, a good defensive play. I missed the Piqua Indian who got the foot on it, but they stopped that threat.
So Johnson.
There's number 9 for the Indians, Desiree Warner, with the stop of that flow, but this is going to be the corner kick, the 4th of the match for the Yellow Jackets.
Johnson, see what she can do. Sit back and watch it here on NKTelco Sports. There's the push towards the net. Looks like that was Evans who put the header out for Piqua.
Or Cavender, one of the two. I thought it was number 3.
Could be Cavender too, yeah.
And a good job getting in the way and being the first one to make contact.
Back out front, Piqua now trying to take it across midfield. Got an opening, but Piqua's defense, or Sidney's defense rather, drops back in time.
Boy, nice spin there by, I believe it was Lexi Brewer, able to turn on a dime and clear it. That was not Johnson, that was Kamira. Yeah, it was Kamira Johnson who was able to clear it, and good athletic move.
Clock counting down at 24:46 as the Yellow Jackets trying to find yet another offensive goal here.
Galveston, number 8 for the Yellow Jackets, enters, and somebody else came in as, actually 2 others came in. I missed the other 2, but 3 new ones, and 3 girls come off, and they get a well-deserved break as they head for the water. Oh, 2 came on. The other one, number 9, Roach, will stay on.
Vordermark trying to chase that one down. It's going to go out of bounds. And Sidney will have the toss in quickly to Vordermark.
Quickly.
Goes to the corner.
Playing with pace.
She'll handle it in the corner. Puts the shot up, and it's going to go wide to the inside. And Piqua will toss it back. Yellow Jackets just continuing, though, throughout the second half, while they've only had 1 goal, continuing to put that pressure on Piqua, and that's awful tough and frustrating when you're not able to put a point on the board.
Yeah, they've been the aggressor. They've been foot on the pedal, however you wanted to say it. They've just continued at times really push the pace, even on the throw-ins, go before defense can get set up, take advantage of the numbers, and go to work offensively. Eventually, the volume the attempts and such will pay off in the end. And so far they've dominated, the 4-goal lead. They've dominated on shots on goal, and that's been the difference in their defense. Even like here, number 22, Lainey Fair. She's done a nice job. It's one of those stats you don't record everything, but she's been in the way of a lot of Piqua passes and their attempts to get it towards the 18-yard box. And Lainey Fair's done a nice job. The junior, clearing some action and preventing the Indians for any further attack. And
that's
she's
just
one
a
of
great
many.
Point. Yeah, great point, because Fair's kept the ball out.
And there's even right there, number 14, Jada McMillan, doing the same. And you just don't hear those names, the dirty work in the backfield.
Watermark will take it down. She'll try to go inside. Nice move. Here comes the attempt. Wow. A little bit high to the right. Boy, Watermark made a nice move down inside there. Brought it back up and kicked just off by a foot or so.
Yeah, she hit it where Cooper couldn't get to it. I mean, when you have a keeper, and I don't know how tall Cooper is, and I'll have to ask our production staff. We went through this last year. How high is the crossbar?
8-footed.
8. But you see the replay here. Well struck, and she hit it where Cooper couldn't reach it, but just on the wrong side of the crossbar. So, it's we're back to live action. But you look down here for Sidney, Reagan Clark, 6 feet. She can probably reach 8 feet. So she can, what I would say, be in the range of any attempt that's hit at her. But a well-struck ball by Larkin Vordemark on her last attempt. I have her down for roughly 8 or 9 shots on goal today, and she's converted a couple of them into goals.
Piqua trying to pick up the attack, but
foul.
Go to the pitch, and
I believe Sidney's Dickman got her feet tangled up with Ward for Piqua. So
that means
one thing it does is outside the penalty box or the 18, so it's not a direct kick or a free kick, or it's not a penalty kick from the 6. Rather, this outside the box give Sidney a chance to get back in and protect.
Strong kick in front of the net, but just a little bit too strong, as other teammates could handle it. So Sidney will kick it away, and that means Kimora Johnson will do the honors. Kick upfield to Vordemark. It gets past her, goes up the midfield.
The numbers again, if they can get it up the through ball, they had Brewer and Vordemark each sprinting down the field. It would have been a good situation for the Sidney offense, but not able to get the first touch or the pass up the field.
So Piqua will toss that in, I believe.
Vordemark fell down. She's swinging her right arm. Maybe it's just an ouchie, but hopefully it's nothing more than that.
Well, it's going to be I think that's Kimora Johnson. It's down in that far corner. It's a little hard to see. Here comes the toss in, so Sidney has it in front of their own net. Watermark goes for the header. It doesn't happen. Sidney trying to maintain position on the with the ball, but Piqua will move it back out and away.
Number 22, Lainey Fair, as mentioned her earlier, she's in on the action and kind of stepped right in front and is doing action now, keeping the ball on her side of the field for her offense to go to work.
Right in front of the goal. Cooper will knock that one down. And
Kaylee Spade, I believe it was, or Kylie.
Kylie Spade with the shot.
Her first shot on goal.
Spade with the shot scooped up by Devia Cooper for Piqua.
Cooper will kick it away, as you can see it again on our Winners Quality Meets replay.
5'4" sophomore able to get a quality shot off, and another good play by Cooper to stop the ball from the net, and back to live action. And Piqua trying to again get something free, but boy, nice defense there, Dave, by Kimora Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson's a nice player.
She's quick
and athletic. Yeah. What you like in
about every sport. Yeah, I don't know one.
Something I never had.
Cornhole, you don't have to be quite as fast.
Yeah.
And,
you're right.
But yeah, you can see that on the pitch, the speed at times where it just the closure on the ball, people getting to the ball. You just see the in some cases the black jerseys outrunning the white jersey. Just the foot speed they have is a big deal because it keeps control of the ball. And here's another attempt here by Brewer down in the far side on the left.
Lexi Brewer in front of the goal. Looks at Cooper to Vordermark, but Cooper is going to save it. Nice save, I tell you.
Yep, Cooper did a nice job.
Cooper's, the freshman's earning her keep.
That would have been that would have been the third goal, and it would have been another assist from Brewer. But as you see it again, Devia Cooper doing a nice job self-defense. And one thing, Dave, you saw her deflect it, but it had her hands angled down, so it kind of like absorbed the contact, but didn't send it right back to Vordermark. It's not like she was a kicking wall. She was able to knock it down and keep it in her possession and field it on the one hop and clear it.
And you know, Cooper's only a freshman too, so that's a good sign for the Piqua girls soccer program.
It's nice to know you have a quality keeper that, you know, is in the house already. No, Ward's going to have a chance. Get rid of it.
Going to the right side. There's a shot, and it's going to go above the iron and the net.
That's one of the few times Piqua has broken free, as there were 3 black jerseys back for Sidney, but boy, there was a bit of a ball there that Raylan Ward won, and able to get a quality opening and just send it high. But that's the stuff that Piqua needs to get, and sometimes it's more of luck than skill sometimes when you get the hop, and they couldn't take advantage of it.
And Ward's got good speed, as she showed
she was,
on that.
Again, able to outrun them and push the ball through. And
Vordermark at midfield. She'll go to the center. She'll send it long to the left corner. It's going to be chased down there by
Brewer.
Brewer will handle it. Under control. Tries to feed Vordermark, but it's a little bit too strong. But Sidney will pick it up. Back over to Brewer, and it's going to be knocked out
off
by, is that Ward?
No, Warner.
Warner.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
Ward is 5, Warner is 9. So I had a good angle up through my window. It was clean, so I was able to see it. Dave was obstructed view. Maybe I was in the way, but yeah, hopefully Warner. She took a shot near the face, and she's still out there.
We're going to bring some Windex next time. I'm sorry. I usually keep some in. Inside joke, which shouldn't even be talked about. But anyway.
It's a beautiful facility here.
It is. It's great.
It's
a
and again,
facility.
It's soccer only, so, you know, it just, and track, I mean, obviously I've been here for track meets. They run the, the Joe Ward Invitational in the spring. It usually brings a lot of teams here, and it's a nice little setup here. It's like a small university. You've got good facilities with the football field across the way and a baseball complex. So
that complex is very, very impressive.
And you talk about Sidney. I mean, Piqua has one similar, like for the football, from what I've understood from being there, I think is Alexander Field.
That's correct, yes.
And speaking of football, the Yellow Jacks have a big event coming up this weekend.
Yeah, this Friday. Well, let's see Friday. I'm not sure when you'll hear tonight's
that's true. I think it's on Monday.
Broadcast. I think it's Monday. But, yeah, big event, the 30-0 field.
What anniversary is it now?
68, 69, and 70 teams. 70, that's 50.
It's
51.
It was supposed to be last year, but they couldn't have it.
Yeah.
So they'll do the celebration and honor those teams.
68, 69, and 70 unbeaten Sidney football teams.
30-0 field, I believe, is what they
play 3 times. Saw them play St. Mary's all 3 times in that stretch. But anyway, we're back to soccer, and it's going to go out of bounds, and Yellow Jackets will maintain it as Dickman will chase it down on the track, and she'll get the toss in.
Had to do my math. 50 doesn't seem.
It's 20, yeah.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it is 50. I just, you see some of those guys, and yourself included, witness those great teams. You're aware of that success they had.
Yeah. I would mention I saw the streak stop too, but
you did.
I did. Yeah.
Against.
Yeah, St. Mary's. It started and it stopped.
So their first win of that 30 was against St. Mary's, and the next loss was against St. Mary's.
Pretty sure St. Mary's and Sidney always met in that opening battle, and boy, Sidney's 68, 69, and 70 teams were just
pretty good,
incredible. They were definitely powerhouses, especially those as they moved through that streak.
Now, tell me, back then, obviously the system was different, but why did it not get it to go to the playoffs?
There wasn't any playoffs.
Oh.
That's pre-playoffs. You had UPI.
So that was
remember correctly, UPI was the main poll, and Sidney, I think, reached as high as number 3, one of those 3 years. But that's pushing my memory a little bit. But they were way up there. And
the official playoffs that we know started at maybe in the mid-70s?
Would have been the late 70s. I believe it was, we're at 77, 78,
somewhere in
maybe.
there.
Somewhere in there.
Well, good information.
Yep. Yellow Jackets trying to put the pressure on. Piqua will try to clear it out, but that's going to go right back to Blatter. But
I anticipate, it seems like Sidney's had the ball down here a lot, and they've had some shots, and it's like I think there's another goal coming up here for the Yellow Jackets as we approach the final, kind of the final quarter almost, as we're under 13 minutes. But I can see the Yellow Jacks maybe getting one more before this thing is over.
Over to Gilverson. Gilverson trying to make a move inside, but it's going to go out of bounds. Toss in will come to McMillan, and
Roach will re-enter.
Jada McMillan will toss it in as we wait for the substitutes. Gilverson will come back out. And we'll be set here in just a moment. There's the toss in. And it's going to go out in front of Vordermark. Ward will send it back towards midfield. Or make that Warner.
There you go. I'm glad you corrected it. I had a good angle that time. It was 9.
And it's going to go out of bounds. And Piqua will have it on the toss in. Sidney 13-2-2 a year ago. Lost a lot of good players. Just have some experience back, but are starting a lot of young players here. And Coach Kevin Verona, knows it's going to take some time to build a program. And one thing he does not back away from is scheduling some formidable
quality competition
early on in the season.
Yeah, they opened up, they said, a tough one last week with Kaufman, beat Fairborn before that, and then Wayne, and then lost the first 2 games of the season to Tecumseh and Springboro. So, you don't get any, you got to schedule up once in a while and play some quality teams. But so far, with the inexperienced players, getting through it, this win will make them go 3-3 overall, 2-0 in league play. And again, they represent, or they'll stay tied for first in the Valley Division, and Piqua will continue to look for their first win and first goals of the season.
Ordermark with the hit towards Cooper, out a strong kick.
No, it wasn't. There was a miss hit there, but one of those, if she tries again, she did like a 180, really changed direction with her body and tried to hook it, just didn't get a lot on it.
Piqua will put it on their side of the field, but it's going to go out of bounds, or not yet. Johnson will battle on that far side, and Sidney will toss it back in. Toss in, and it's going to go off, I believe, Piqua. So Sidney will continue the journey upfield as we just approach the 10-minute mark here on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. It's a 4-0 score. City Yellow Jackets 3 goals in the first half, 1 here in the second half, trying to put the pressure and collect another goal here as they try to apply the pressure to the Indians one more time. Sidney trying to move it inside, unable to. McMillan will chase it down. She'll try and right it against Hayworth. McMillan will keep it in bounds. Vordermark over on the left side. This is where she makes her move. Comes out. Shot on goal, and it's going to hit the, I think it hit the iron, didn't it?
It hit
the net on the backside.
It definitely hit the net. I don't know if it hit the upright, if you will, but it went into the net. So just a tough angle. She ran out of real estate, and again, Cooper was there to have a wall, if you will, and so it did make contact with the side net. Well struck. So it'll be goal kick for the Piqua Indians. Vodemark have her down for 10 shots on goal tonight. So again, very creative, very crafty. She's made some nice one-on-one moves.
Olivia Bargy handling it for the Yellow Jackets. She'll go to the left side. Teammate Roach will go inside. Bargy will try to make a move on the line. It's going to go out of bounds, and I think Sidney will have the make that. Piqua will get the throw in. Hayworth will have it. She doesn't handle it. Picked up by McMillan. Back over to her teammate Roach. It's going to go out of bounds, and McMillan will toss it in for Sidney. So Yellow Jackets trying to make one more push here as McMillan tosses it to the corner. Trying to lead Vordermark. She'll get it. Working on Warner over to the middle. There's a shot that's going to be a little bit high and off target. And I do believe that was Lexi Brewer. And Cooper will get the kick.
Those two would have changed roles. The second goal of the game came on a Brewer to Vordermark assist goal combination. This would have been a Vordermark to Brewer combination, but Lexi shot off the mark.
Sidney on the attack. Vordermark back into that spot where she likes it, but they'll just kick it out of bounds, and the Yellow Jackets will toss it in. Brewer, number 10, will toss it in for the Yellow Jackets. Got 10 points on the season. 3 goals,
coming in.
4 assists coming in.
She added
a nice season so far.
Added 3 more to that with a goal and the assist tonight, so she'll have 13.
Pretty prominent player in the Sidney offense. That's Lexi Brewer.
Another shot on goal there, fielded by Cooper. Yeah,
Cooper.
She said a good night. We mentioned Vordermark quite a bit, but also Brewer, with the goal and the assist as well.
Yeah, and it's like we mentioned with Vordermark, the first goal of the season was here tonight, and
she liked it so well. She got another one.
Yeah, she might have one more before this evening's over.
Bargie's been active in there as well, number 27.
Yeah. Hayworth, she'll try and push it over to her teammate, and they'll set it down to the other end.
But these 3 girls here, I know we mentioned Fair, and here's Johnson. They've been very good in the backfield as well, not letting Piqua get any of those like loose ball or ball throughs. McMillan has
Johnson,
been involved.
Fair, McMillan, all excellent play here tonight.
And again, they don't get credit for the goals or the assists, but they sure make life easier for the keeper. And we've even seen them bring the ball downfield so they can run and create offense and get it to the strikers.
Well, good, versatile Sidney team here. Just a matter of probably just getting a little bit more experience, and that's what they're working on right now.
Consistent play overall, and I think they've done that. That was one of the keys to the game is, don't have letdowns, and they've been very solid here this first almost 75 minutes of action where they've had very few. Of course, from our standpoint, I'm sure the coach will have film work and talk about stuff that maybe they can improve, but from our seat, Dave, it's been very kind of dominated, methodical, pretty much just taking care of business and doing it right.
Good way to put it. Dominating, methodical, trying to put the pressure on. Here's another lead pass intended for Lexi Brewer, but it's going to go out in the corner.
It's going to be a corner kick.
Going to be a corner kick, so let's sit back and up.
Never went out, maybe.
Never went out of bounds, sorry.
I thought the referee, I was watching the umpire, he never did really, I guess, put his hand in.
Brewer came away with that, made a nice move inside, but doesn't get the goal. And Cooper will kick it away for Piqua. Coming up on the 4.5-minute mark on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. And the kick goes away. Upfield it comes. And Sidney will keep up on the attack. McMillan will toss it in. Goes for the corner and Vordermark. I think that's a set play, Jeff.
Well, it's
almost feels like it.
They know what they're doing and they feed each other, so you like to get it running and drive it down there and either go out to attempt or pass it back to the middle, and you should have some host of attackers ready there to either head it or strike it. And
Vordermark, when you put her in that spot on the field, has a good eye to either make a move inside for a shot on goal or feed her teammates if the opening is there.
Yeah.
Getting it right back to somebody like Lexi Brewer. So here's the corner kick from Kimora Johnson, excuse me. Johnson's kick's going to be out of bounds, and Johnson will pick it up and toss it in. Ordemark tries to get it, but Bargy will come up with it. Works inside close. Cooper's going to go and fall on the ball, and I think that might have been a wise move by the freshman.
Grabbed by a Piqua keeper. Hit by a Cooper.
So Keeper will kick it away as we're under 3 minutes to go in this one. Back over to Dickman. Dickman will work on the right flank. Tries to move it inside to Bargy, but it's going to be kicked away there by Piqua. Inside it comes. Vordermark trying to make a move on it. She'll get it. Nice pickup. Nice steal. Here she comes. Here comes the shot. Nice save by Cooper. Got to admit, boy, I thought Vordermark had that one.
I did too.
It'll come back out to Blatter. Allie Blatter into the lineup for Sidney. Sidney trying to keep the pressure on here as we come to the final, almost to the 2-minute mark. 2:14 to go. As the Yellow Jackets will toss it in. Piqua with the hit. 2 minutes are left to play in this one. Blatter. Back over to Fair. Bargy in the corner.
Steals it away. Good mechanics there by Bargy, and no one at home across the middle. Brewer's a little bit behind, but boy, Bargy went over, stole it, and then had a nice cross ball.
Brewer picks it up. Tries to get it in front of the net. Cooper on guard, and one of her teammates clears it away. Johnson going to come up from the deep end. It's going to be tipped away by Piqua, but Johnson's going to maintain it. She'll get it to the right side, and it's going to go out, and that means a Piqua toss in. So everyone for the Sidney Yellow Jackets trying to apply that pressure to Piqua to pick up that 5th goal. Clock counting down, as you can see on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. 65 or fewer seconds remain. Hayworth, and it's going to go out of bounds. They chase it down, and we're into the final seconds of this one, Jeff. It's a nice effort for Sidney, as we said.
Yeah, a good response here tonight. You know, didn't overlook the opponent. Came out and got a break from the opponent early on. They're going to try to add on.
Goal, nope.
But you know, got that opening break and have never really looked back. Have kind of dominated the offensive action here.
Yeah, Piqua just needs to find a way to put some points on the board. They've got an excellent young goalie in Cooper. McMillan will toss it in. Midfielder towards the net. Pick will try and handle it. Get it back over. There's the head.
Got it.
Got it.
9 to 10. So number 9, Roach with the assist.
J.C. Roach with the assist. Or J.C. Roach with the goal.
No, Brewer, I thought, with.
Let's take. Clock counting down. And that's going to wrap it up. And Sidney with the big win. Yellow Jackets with a solid win. Goes to 500 on the season, but more importantly, they go to 2-0 in the Miami Valley League, while the Piqua Indians still looking for their first victory of the season. Our final score on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard: the Sidney Yellow Jackets 5 and the Piqua Indians nothing. We'll be back with our recap right after this.
At CAPT, we use hometown opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
Serving education, healthcare, government, industrial, and commercial businesses, SecureCom of Minster has been the provider of safety and communication solutions since 1998. As a locally owned and operated company, SecureCom staffs highly skilled technicians and certified installers, fully capable of handling all your design, installation, and maintenance needs. They specialize in the integration of fire alarm, door access control, surveillance cameras, phone systems, fiber optics, and data and cabling.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Here's the thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield, why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwiederman Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
Sidney comes away with a solid Miami Valley League win over Piqua here at the Sidney Sports Complex, 5-0. And let's take a look at the numbers and a recap of tonight's game, all brought to you by Wagner's IGA. Jeff, the numbers for tonight.
Well, in dominating fashion, the Yellow Jackets, they record 20 shots compared to just 3 for Piqua. They also earned 6 corner kicks versus none for the Piqua Indians. And you see the saves there. A fine job by the Sidney keeper, Reagan Clark, and even a good job by Cooper, although she gave up 4 goals, if you will. The first one of the game was an own goal, but did a nice job. She had a good game, but there's the numbers all in favor of the Yellow Jackets, and a good reason why they went on to record a 5-0 victory here at the Sidney Sports Complex.
And it's almost hard to believe that for Vordemark, that was her first 2 goals of the season.
Yeah, I like I said, we checked it, and nope, she's those are correct. First 2 of the season for her. She's just a freshman. She'll look for her to get on track. Brewer also came up with 2 goals, one very late in the game, and Brewer also added an assist to her resume. So she came in to the match, I believe you said, with 11 or 10 points, and she will earn 4 for the 2 goals plus 1 for the assist. So she earned 5 more points, and that's going to have her near the top of the Miami Valley League. I know it's early, but you know, she's a playmaker as well. But a good job by the Sidney Yellow Jackets here tonight, taking care of business at home, and job well done for the Yellow Jackets.
And that leads us to our player of the game, brought to you by NKTelco, and that is Larkin Vordemark.
Yeah, we mentioned her a lot, and it really caught my eye. And I don't see a lot of soccer, but what I saw tonight, she handled the ball very well, almost like a point guard in basketball at times, weaved through defense, made some things happen, got some shots off. She fired, I have her down unofficially for 11 or 12 shots on goal. She did convert 2 of them for her first 2 of the season as far as a scoring opportunity. So fine job by the freshman, and congratulations to her.
Yeah, Larkin Vordemark, our player of the game, brought to you by NKTelco. I'd like to remind you that tonight's game has been brought to you by Crown Equipment Corporation, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sidney All-Glaze Audiology, Precision Strip, Wagner's IGA, and NKTelco. Also, follow WCSM AM 1350, 96.7 FM, and their internet-exclusive games on WCSMradio.com all season. Your sports leader in Mercer and Auglaize County. Also like to thank our 5-star recruitment sponsor, Crown Equipment Corporation, MVP sponsors, Clopay and Nidec Minster, our scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank, Keys to the Game, Keyhole Pizza, Replay, Winners Meats, our starting lineup brought to you by Sidney Auglaize Audiology, and our timeout sponsor, Precision Strip. I'd like to also remind you that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school volleyball on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503, and make that high school soccer Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503 Monday, September the 6th at noon, and Monday, September the 6th at 4 p.m. Also like to remind you that you can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. And our crew here this evening, I'd like to thank our director, Scott Robinson, the assistant director, Bryce Smith, on the camera, Mark Fissel and Aaron Ritter. I'm Dave Helmstetter. Alongside me tonight, Jeff Henchen. Our final from the Sidney Sports Complex, the Sidney Yellow Jackets 5 and the Piqua Indians 0.